I've got to be honest. I didn't know anything about this game coming out again until about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. Tokyo Xtreme Racer was a massive part of end of high school, college for me. I played all of them. Got the first one on Dreamcast, second one on Dreamcast, TXR 0 on PlayStation 2, TXR 3 on PlayStation 2. I even got the Drift ones afterwards. Fantastic. Love them all. Extraordinarily fun, challenging, quirky. All the Japanese cars I love, and ones we don't get here in the States. So I was excited to play this. Being at early access, you never really know what you're going to get. And boy, it is exactly the same fun that I had in the last version. No questions asked. Just amazing. Now, this is your home screen, your garage. This is where you have the car that you're taking out on the road, on the course. There are a lot of informational pieces on this new version of the game that were not on any of the old ones. Specifically like these cards in the top right-hand corner here. And your total information over here on the left-hand side. So let's walk you through a couple of parts of the game and what you can do. Your collection. This is the game, the cars that you've purchased in game and that are in your garage ready to be used. The dealer is where you can purchase cars that are available from the makers. The only 4 that I have unlocked right now or 5, excuse me, are Suzuki, Toyota, Nissan, Mazda, and Custom. Custom is the bosses that you beat. You can purchase their certain cars that they have available. Now, there's a fun little thing that I've noticed on the right-hand side, and this will come into play a lot during the game. You'll notice the speed metric right here. So as you increase your level and as you start battling newer, and more powerful bosses and other groups, you'll notice the speed metric will need to go up. As you can see from here, we went from 305 to 328. And then these top 2 are the highest that I've seen so far. 395 and 397. So that's what they have for basically power to weight ratio. A whole bunch of other portions of the upgrades that you can add to your car that adds up to the speed metric. So what does that mean for us? Well, it means that in here, when you go in your garage and you're building your car, you need to see what your speed metric is. As you can see, I'm about 20 points lower than those 2 cars. So at this point, your goal really, unfortunately, it seems, unless you can cheese the bosses that are kind of higher up, the you'll need to either purchase one of the boss cars, or you'll need to somehow increase the speed metric. Right now, the information that I've sorted is in your perks. This is where you unlock. These are BP points, which are up here on the top right. This is how you unlock all this stuff. Now your machines here are the ones that you unlock with the BP points. Now you notice the farthest one down right now in my current level until I beat Cinderella Past Midnight is the RX-8, which is why I have one. Because the best Nissan is this one here, which is the other one that I have. So by order of conclusion, I've decided that because this one is further down, it can gain more speed points, which is true. This one has a maximum of 359, and this one is 378. I haven't tried the BBZX, which is the box, basically a box car. And if I unlock this, it does not unlock these because they are also beyond Cinderella Past Midnight. So it seems at this juncture, once you've unlocked the full map, but you still have more to go. Obviously, I have many more cars to unlock here. The RX-8 is the best that you can buy from a manufacturer until you go to the boss cars. So I'm trying to gain, 12 million credit points, so I can pick up one of either the Z33 Nissan or the Subaru. Let's show you a couple of the tuning parts. So you can do power unit, exhaust system, intake system, brake, clutch, LSD, suspension, transmission, body, which is changes the rigidity and the weight, tire, and you can install nitrous. So with all that, again, 378.81 on this particular car. And then in your settings, you can also change the alignment for front and rear to change the camber toe. Ride height, I have the ride height reduced on this. Brake balance, LSD, suspension rate, and you can change your transmission to gain you the maximum speed that you can. Also, there's aero. This is the parts that you have on the car. As you can see, I'll go to view here. You can see I changed the caliper color, new wheels, increased the brake size. Most of that is just for looks. It doesn't really do anything specifically. Change the wheels, I said. I have the neon, kind of like the Knight Rider look. I'm just not on the hood, obviously. And then you have a whole bunch of different parts you can add to the car, like hoods and front bumper, rear bumper, side skirts, and spoiler. There's a very, very comprehensive livery system in this game. So you can add a ton of stuff with layers. Multiple layers. I think, if I recall correctly, it was like 20 different layers on each side you can have, which is bonkers. But you can do like this, and cover the whole side of the car and whatever. So stuff like that. And you can do it on every side of the car, top, bottom, right, left. You can do it on the wing specifically. So you could do top of the wing, and you could add this, and then you shrink it down to fit. Stuff like that. So there's a lot of things you can do with the livery creator, which is really cool. And then you get your standard options, which is how you want the minimap to show, whether you want metric units or imperial, if you want all the information on the screen when you're driving or not, what your graphics settings are, sound settings, obviously, and then your controller. So I'm just using a Xbox 360 controller, so nothing. Well, I think it's an Xbox One controller at this point, but anyway, an Xbox controller working great, no problems, really enjoyable, and so yeah, that's the basis of the game. Is basically zone into the map, battle a guy, win, find another person, battle them, win, etc. There's parking areas where you can challenge people directly in the parking area without having to find them on the highway. There's a whole bunch of different things called a different AI. There's people on groups or teams. There's bosses, and there's also wanderers. Wanderers usually have a specific operation that you need to complete before you can race them. So, for example, one of them only races on the weekends. One of them only races on the weekdays. One of them only races you after you beat a certain team member. One of them only races you if you have no modifications done to your car. One of them only races you if you have nitrous or no nitrous or whatever. So there's a lot of different kind of rules you have to abide by to race these certain people, which is always interesting to figure out. And now they've put a lot more hints in the game. Before it was there was a ton of stuff like he'll only race you at 2 a.m. Japan time, and I think it was a TXR 0 or something like that. So you had to change your clock in the PlayStation to figure out which time that was. I mean, this is when I played this, it was kind of before the internet, so it wasn't really that option to look it up. But yeah, that's some of the stuff. So let's get in and show you some of the gameplay, and you can see what it's all about. Now the parking area is really handy because you can come in here and change your tires if they're worn. And now they're back to full over here. That's always nice. You can also, like I said, battle individual people that only show up at the parking areas. You can also chat with people. They'll give you hints about what wanderers and stuff are available, things like that. So, pretty cool. After each session, which is considered one night, you get a new bad name. So I usually switch mine every time. Here it shows you everything, all your losses, your wins. And then on the record side, it shows you the segments and speed traps, which is a new thing that they put into this version, which is really cool. It shows you how fast you've gone through each speed trap and section, and obviously as your car gets more powerful, or you get to a different car that is more powerful, you get more, you can go faster and get a better time, right? Here I didn't make any new records on these particular tracks because they are a little bit shorter than the long straights of like the Wangan and stuff like that. So there we are on day 40. I've played this game for about 11 hours currently. And I'm to a point where, like I said, I need to obtain many more credits in order to do some more work with one of the boss cars that I won. So I have to go pick one of those up and see if I can do some damage to those folks that you saw me lose to, as they do accelerate very quickly. And as they accelerate away from you very quickly, the higher the speed you go, the faster your SP points go down, as you could see. My nitrous was not doing very much, and unfortunately, right now, this RX-8 is the fastest car I can get, unless I go to one of the boss cars. So I hope this was a cool little introduction to Tokyo Xtreme Racer. Right now available on Steam as an early access product for $30 American, $29.99. It is not available in Canada right now, as it is being, there's an issue with the naming convention due to a couple of different things, but either way, it's at the hands of the government right now to sign it away and make it okay. So until that point, it's not available in Canada, but pretty much the rest of the world, it is ready to go and ready for you to pick up. So hope you enjoy it, and maybe you can send me a couple of comments on what car you're using and what car you're enjoying and what part of the highway you like. For me, it's definitely the Wangan. I like going the maximum speed for as long as possible. Super fun. So we'll see you next time for the next video. Bye-bye.